Hello, my friends. Welcome to my home studio in the beautiful Catskill Mountains in upstate New York. I am John Morell, and I am here today to talk about Fragrance One's Date for Men. When I first decided, first of all, I want to thank Ryan so much. Ryan sent me a sample of this originally. And boy, if I had listened to what I read on Fragrantica, which you can't, I mean, they rated it like a 2.93 out of 5. And there's so much hate out there. I mean, they talk about, listen, I get it. This fragrance is linked to Jeremy Fragrance. And if you don't like Jeremy Fragrance, which I do, and I enjoy his channel still, but if you don't like Jeremy Fragrance, people kind of hate on the fragrance itself. And although Jeremy, I'm sure, had a big influence on the fragrance, it was Alberto Marias who came up with the fragrance, who is one of my favorite perfumers in the world. He has done so many iconic fragrances. And so let's just talk about this fragrance. First of all, it comes in this box, okay? That's fine. It's nothing spectacular. It's a box. It comes in this bottle. Now, this bottle gets a lot of, this bottle gets a lot of hate. I hear people say, for the price, and it is pricey, you should have a better bottle. I actually don't mind this. I'm kind of like that. I like black and white. I like the clean look. So actually, I'm a fan of the bottle. The top's on snug, okay? But where this shines is the fragrance itself. I have to tell you, this is an amazing fragrance. It really is. And it smells familiar. And I don't know, here's what's interesting. I've been going through my fragrances since I got the full bottle and trying to figure out what it smells like. But that's the genius of it. I think what Jeremy did, and he kind of alluded to this today in a video that I watched, that he basically went to Alberto Marias and said, hey, here are the things I like. Can you make something like these things, but that lasts longer? And so I'm sure that's what he did for Date. And so I think it probably, that's the genius of it. Listen, what he's done, he has been successful in this. He has created a niche style fragrance. So when I say that, because he did say, and I believe this based on what the smells like, this is a deep smell. It's sweet. But you can tell it's very heavy. It can be, and when I say that, it's a intricate smelling fragrance, in my opinion. It could be young because it's sweet, but I don't think it is too young. I think I can wear it. So there you go. But I think he achieved what he set out to achieve. What he did was he has a niche fragrance with, and he did mention that he told Alberto Marias to use only the best ingredients. I believe that he did that, hence why he's probably charging that amount of money. And again, is it overpriced? That's opinion. We'll talk about that. But I have to tell you, it's a niche style fragrance based on the expensive ingredients he clearly used, but he's achieved that mass appeal, which is a more designer feel. It's a hard line to walk, right? It's a hard line to walk where you want those super expensive ingredients. You don't want to skimp on the ingredients, but you want it to be mass appealing like a designer fragrance, because people don't want to pay it. And listen, I see it online every day. When I look at the comments on his Instagram or even on his YouTube posts, there's a massive amount of people complaining about the price every single day, every single post. And I get that. But listen, a Mercedes-Benz is expensive and people buy it. But some people don't buy it. Some people instead buy a Honda CR-V, and that's cool too. If you don't like the price, you just don't buy it, right? That's the case with everything. There are things I think I've mentioned this on my channel. There are things I won't buy because of the price. That's my prerogative. It doesn't mean the fragrance isn't great, and it doesn't mean that someone else doesn't believe that it's worth that price. And so for me, I got this at a good price. I got this, and it was thanks to Ryan. So I got a good price on this. But I have to tell you, it's an amazing fragrance. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. I don't like to ever go 5 because then there's nowhere to go, right? But I give it a 4.5 out of 5. I'm actually disappointed I got a 50 ml because I think I'm going to wear it a lot. And I think I'll go through the 50 ml, which is hard. I have so many fragrances, so, maybe I won't go through it. But I think I'm going to wear this a lot, so I think I'm going to go through it. Where would you wear it? I think you can wear it anywhere. I really do. I know it's called Date. Could you wear it on a date? Absolutely. It's got that sweet. I have to tell you, this is a fragrance that will appeal to women. I think my wife immediately liked it. I put this on and she's like, that is really sexy. She actually uses, and she does not use those words typically. She said that is a sexy fragrance. So definitely a date night, but I actually think this is, you can wear this to work. I know that he has an office fragrance. I've smelled that too. I'll get to that some other time. But I think you can wear this to the office. I think it's so mass appealing that people will like it anywhere. I don't think it can be offensive. I don't think it can be offensive, but I will tell you, it is an attention-grabbing fragrance. Not all fragrances are. There's some wonderful fragrances that, in my opinion, aren't attention-grabbing. I'll give you a great example. It's right back there. I love Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. I'm wearing it today. I love it. I don't get compliments on it. Like I smell fresh and clean, and I'm sure people think that, but no one's like, wow, you smell amazing. No one does that. Even though it's a fresh and clean fragrance, I don't get compliments on it. I don't think it's an attention grabber. I believe this is an attention grabber. I've been smelling this a lot. I've wore it a lot, but I wore it all day. I think it was 2 days ago. I wore it all day, and I just kept smelling myself. And this so the longevity on this, let's talk about that. Longevity, 8 hours. I got all of 8 hours, maybe a little longer. Projected for about 2 hours, which is good. And let me just say, I can smell it on myself the entire 8 hours, which, sometimes you don't. You go anosmic to it. You do. We go anosmic to certain scents. Even if other people can smell them on us, we can't. I can smell this the entire time. But it projected for about 2 hours really well. I'm talking, I'm going to say for me, I have long arms. An arm's length for me. So let's say 3 feet. My arm's 3 feet. I don't know. Well, I'm going to say it projected about 3 feet out. And it did that for a while. And this is a fragrance you can wear any time of the year as well. So I think you can wear it anywhere you want. And I think you can wear it any time of the year. I really do. I was thinking about it because it is sort of a heavy fragrance. Like I said, it's a deep fragrance. So I was kind of wondering to myself, could you wear this in the summer? But I really think you can because it's got the mandarin orange, the juniper berry, the bergamot, the lemon. I love the combination of bergamot and lemon. I do. But the cardamom's the middle note. The cardamom, the patchouli, the vetiver, and the agarwood, the oud sort of scent. That's what it dries down to. This is great, and I do think you can wear it. Hot weather is the only question for me. I'm not 100% on that. I'm going to try it. When summer gets here, I am going to put this on. I'm going to see what it does in the hot weather. But I have to tell you, I think you can wear this anytime, anywhere. If I did smell the Office fragrance, and I'm going to buy that as well. I really liked it. I don't want to give it away what I think of it yet, or what I think is a combination of that one. I think I pinpointed actually what he decided to combine to make that fragrance as far as other fragrances, but I'll talk about that at a different time. But if you were going to buy one fragrance from Fragrance One, from Jeremy Fragrance, if you're going to buy one fragrance, I don't think you can go wrong with Date. I really don't. I think you can wear it all the time. It can be that fragrance but it's expensive. So are you going to wear something that expensive every day? That's your decision. Again, I'm not going to, I think I talked about it enough. You have to decide whether this is a fragrance you want to spend money on, or if you want to spend that kind of money on any fragrance. In my opinion, it's worth the money, but I understand if you don't think it is, or if you clearly don't even want to spend that kind of money. That's understandable. But this is a very, very, very good fragrance. And like I said, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. And I think it's very diverse. So I want to thank Ryan very much for hooking me on this, because I have to tell you that I was going to chill out on buying fragrances for a while, just because I have so many. My wife, she's like, what are you doing? You just I'm always buying fragrances. And so I decided, you know what? I'm going to chill out for a little while. I have a lot of fragrances. I can never go through all these fragrances in my entire life, and I'm never going to wear all of them. So I was going to chill out on the fragrances, but then I got the sample of Date, then I got the sample of Office, then I got the sample of Unisex, and I want all three. And Zaharoff's Rosé is coming out. I mean, it's like just when I thought I was getting out, they pull me back in. Right. So if you're old like me, you got that reference. If you're not, that's fine. But all right. So I want to thank everybody very much. Again, I think I'm at like 118 now, but I have to tell you, I'm not counting. It seems like I am, but I don't mention it every video. I'm just mentioning it because I had like a 3-person bump today. It was like, oh, wow. But I have to tell you, I'm happy with the subscribers I have. I really enjoy the subscribers I have. They interact. Email me. I love that. Email me if you want, and we chat. And I really enjoy it, man. You guys are awesome, and I am happy. I think this is probably my favorite thing about this is meeting people, not just people in the fragrance community, as far as other content developers. I'm talking about the people who actually watch the videos. You guys are awesome, and I love meeting people like that. I would have never met you guys otherwise. I mean, I almost feel like it's fate that I did this just so I could meet the people that I've met. So thank you very much, everybody, and we out.